man, last millennium, in around 55 or 56, a long time ago. I was about 4.5, 5, and now I'm 58. The drummers at that time that inspired my playing were Philly Joe Jones, Art Blakey, Max Roach, and now up to today, well, obviously Mr. Cal Yuta, Mr. Gadd, Mr. Cachet, Young Pridgeon, Thomas Pridgeon, my little ninja friend Ronald Bruner Jr., and Eric Valentine. Oh, it's the drum world is in good hands. It's in good hands. First local gig was, and it also kind of turned out to be my first big gig. My first local gig was with this bass player from Philadelphia, some guy, gangly guy named Stanley Clark. That guy. So that was like my first gig, and then my first real big gig was with that same guy again, Stanley Clark. Because he's my oldest friend. We've known each other since 12 years old. So. I don't know. Well, I would hope not at the post office, although they do say, they have a purpose. I probably would have tried, maybe in sports, but probably as sports is, your longevity is, it's only a small window, and I think I realized that with music and in this case with drumming, and that if you stay on top and do what you need to do in your routines and things, it's a lifelong. So there's no age limit. You can still be, you can still say things musically that have value, and you can also mentor the younger drummers and musicians, and kind of speak from a standpoint of being like the veteran. And it's like, this is a long game. It's a long process. This is a long experience. So. There are certain elements that are now available technology-wise. You can make in this videotape. You can reach out to someone on Facebook, virtually, or on Skype or whatever. Just stay in contact with people. And I kind of feel like, as a vet, like to start passing on information, because it's a long game, and just how to navigate through certain things in one's career. But music, I'm glad that I did do music, and if anything else, I'm sure I would have been done. So maybe sports, but glad it's music. Working, trying to make a diva happy, Diana Ross. So it's a very big tour, like old times. There's like 35 people out on the road, it's production, so I have the idea that's going to run for quite a period of time. Also working with a guitarist who lives in Los Angeles, who has done many productions over the years for Dr. Dre, and so we're putting some music together, and hopefully we'll have something out by the beginning of next year.